Hello dear students, welcome back to physics online session. So in previous videos we had been discussing on about that electromagnetic induction. So related to that electromagnetic induction, already we come to know about that magnetic flux and Faraday experiment and Lenz law and as well as motional EMF. So in case of that motional EMF, when that metallic rod is moving in a linear motion, we got that expression for that motional EMF. Instead of linear motion, if it is moving along a circular manner, so I got that expression for that motional EMF when the metallic rod is rotating in presence of uniform magnetic field. So in today's class, so let me focus about that a self inductance as well as about that mutual inductance. So in theory class already you know about that self inductance as well as mutual inductance. So that word self inductance means, for example, so I will take that solenoid here. So in this solenoid, suppose that end of the solenoid, if I am giving that battery connection, means whenever that changing current is passes into the solenoid here, so because of that changing current, changing magnetic flux will exist, so EMF is induced in this circuit. Such kind of induced EMF I can call it as a self inductance. So how will you define the concept of self inductance here? The phenomenon of production of EMF due to changing current in the coil here. So in this coil, if you pass that changing current here, then EMF is induced in the opposite direction of the changing current here. So that induced EMF I will consider as a self inductance here. Because of changing current, changing magnetic flux is exist here, so phi is directly proportional to I. If I remove that proportionality constant, so that L I will consider that L is a proportionality constant. If I remove that proportionality sign, so I will take that proportionality constant, that is L here. So phi is equal to L into I, where L is the coefficient of self inductance. So L I can call it as a coefficient of self inductance, coefficient of self inductance here. So phi is equal to L into I. From that Faraday law, so from Faraday law, so what is that Faraday law? So E is equal to minus of d phi by dt here. So d phi by dt here, E is equal to d by dt of phi here. What's the value of phi here? Phi is equal to minus of d by dt of phi is nothing but a L into I, where L is a constant, minus of L into di by dt here. So this is the required expression for that self inductance. So EMF is equal to minus of L into di by dt here. So now I will consider that L value here. So that is self inductance. So L value. So I want to write the dimensional formula for self inductance. Yes, and it is Henry here. So L is equal to, shall I write this equation as a L is equal to E divided by di by dt here, where E is nothing but a EMF for V here. So from that electrostatic potential, so V is equal to what? So W by Q here. So E is equal to what? So W by Q here. So V is equal to what? W by Q into di by dt, or dq I can consider W divided by dq, or L is equal to W divided by. So look at here, dq by dt into di. Shall I rearrange like this? So W in denominator dq is there, dq by dt into di here. So look at here, work dq by dt is nothing but what? Rate of flow of charge, that is current here, that is di. Already one more term di is there. So W divided by current square. So L is equal to what? L is equal to work divided by current square. Work dimensional formula, m1 L square t to the power of minus 2. Current means in terms of ampere here. So what is the dimensional formula? m1 L square t to the power of minus 2 and a to the power of minus 2. So this is about a self inductance. So in case of that self inductance as a solenoid, what is that formula here? Self inductance as a solenoid. So in case of that self inductance as a solenoid, so I am having that connecting formula mu naught n square L into A. What is that connecting formula for self inductance as a solenoid here? Mu naught n square L into A, where L indicates that self inductance. So what's that L represents here? L represents that self inductance, where N represents number of turns per unit length. So remember here, number of turns per unit length, or so this small n I can consider as a n by L. So number of turns per unit length is n by L. So if I take that n as a n by L, I can rewrite this equation. So how shall I rewrite here? N square means, so small n means n square by L square into L into A. One L term will getting cancel out. So mu naught n square A divided by L here. So one more term. So mu naught, one more equation, mu naught n square into A divided by L here. So where L means length and A be the area of the coil I will consider here. So now in case of this self inductance, so already we derived that expression for energy stored in case of an inductor. So in theory class we derived that expression for energy stored in an inductor. What is that connecting formula for energy stored in an inductor here? So in case of that energy stored in an inductor, so U is equal to half of L into I square, similar to that of energy stored in case of capacitor. So in case of capacitor, half of CV square we can consider. In case of that inductor, energy stored in an inductor is half of L into I square here. So let me extend the topic related to energy stored in an inductor. Energy stored in an inductor here. Okay. So in case of that energy stored in an inductor, I got that expression half of L into I square here. What is that expression here? So U is equal to what? So U is equal to half of L into I square. Suppose if that current I is equal to 1 ampere here. So look at here. So energy is nothing but, so I can write that work done here. So if current is equal to 1 ampere means, so half of L here, or L is equal to twice of the work done. So self inductance is twice of the work done when that unit amount of current, or when that 1 ampere of current is passes through it. So in case of that energy stored in an inductor, I can rewrite this expression. So energy density I can consider. So magnetic energy density. Magnetic energy density. So what is that magnetic energy density? So magnetic energy density is nothing but it is the ratio of magnetic energy per unit volume here. So magnetic energy per unit volume, magnetic energy formula half of L into I square. So volume, shall I write it as a area into length here? So volume I can write it as a area into length. So L into I square I can rearrange here. So I got that expression for, so self inductance as a solenoid, mu naught N square L into A. Is it right? So in this equation, so just look at here. So both the side I will take that L into I square here. So I will multiply that L into I square here. So if I do like so, for that L into I square, I can rearrange this equation. So 1 minute here. So I can take this one as a L into I square and mu naught N square L into A into I square here. So look at here, L into I square, shall I write it as a mu naught N square L into A into I square? L into I square I can rewrite as half of mu naught N square L into A into I square divided by area into length. A into L term will getting cancel out here. Finally I got that expression for that energy, magnetic energy density. So that is half of mu naught n square into I square. So look at here, in terms of magnetic field strength I can rewrite. What is the expression for magnetic field inside this solenoid? B is equal to mu naught n into I, mu naught n square I square. So for this one, multiply and divide by mu naught here. If I do like so, so this is one expression here. In terms of magnetic strength or magnetic intensity, I am writing half of mu naught into mu naught square n square I square divided by mu naught here. So half of mu naught square n square I square, shall I write it as a b square here? So that is b square divided by mu naught. So this is all about magnetic energy density. What are the connecting formula for magnetic energy density here? Energy density is energy divided by volume here. So this is one equation, and in terms of magnetic induction, so this is the another equation. So now I will consider that what is that power value here. So power P is equal to what? So V into I. So power P is equal to VRE into I here. So in case of that self inductance, E is equal to what? So E is equal to L into di by dt here. So phi is equal to L into I. From that a Faraday law, E is equal to minus of d phi by dt, where phi is nothing but what? Phi is nothing but L into I. L is the constanter, minus of L into di by dt. So I got this equation just now. So E is equal to what? Minus of L into di by dt here. So wherever E is there, so L into di by dt. So only magnitude I will take it here, into L, or I can consider L into I into di by dt here. So what is that expression for that power here? Power in case of that self inductance, P is equal to L into I into di by dt here. So this is about a required equation in case of that energy stored in an inductor here. So energy stored in an inductor is half of L into I square. If I is equal to 1, self inductance is twice of the work done here. So magnetic energy density I can rewrite in other form. So half of mu naught n square into I square, or I can consider, so mu of B is magnetic energy density is half of B square divided by mu naught here. So now in case of these self inductance, so I can consider that solenoid here. So if these coils are connected in series combination, what is that effective self inductance or effective coefficient of self inductance? If these two coils are connected in parallel, what is the value of effective self inductance value I need to consider here? So I will consider that coils are in series combination and coils are in parallel combination. So in such situation, what will be the value of L I can consider here? So in series combination, so first I will consider series combination. So in case of that series combination, so let me take that two coil, and these two coils are in series combination. So I will name these two coils are as a L1 and L2. In case of series combination, so current is remains same here. So current is remains same, and total potential difference is equal to sum of the individual. E is equal to E1 plus of E2 here. So where from that Ohm's law and self inductance, E is equal to L into di by dt here. Okay, so it is in series combination. E1 is nothing but what? L1 into di1 divided by dt, or current is same, di by dt. E2 is equal to L2 into di by dt. So if I consider these value, so that equation 1 I can rewrite as E is equal to, so sorry, E is nothing but what? E is nothing but a L of S here. L of S into di by dt here. It is equal to E1 is nothing but what? L1 into di by dt, L2 into di by dt here. So L of S into di by dt is equal to di by dt, if I take that common, L1 plus of L2. So L of S is equal to L1 plus of L2 here. So if suppose if these two coils are connected in parallel combination, so what will be that self inductance value, coefficient of self inductance value I need to find out here. So in parallel combination. So hope you are understanding these things. So in parallel combination. So look at here. So next we'll consider parallel combination. So in case of that parallel combination, so I will take that two coil and these two coils are connected in a parallel combination. In parallel combination, potential difference is remain same. So total current is equal to sum of the individual. So or let me write that di by dt, it is equal to di1 divided by dt plus of di2 divided by dt here. So again from that Ohm's law, E is equal to what? L into di by dt. It is in parallel. So di by dt, shall I write it as a E divided by L of P here. So look at here, similarly di1 divided by dt, so that is, so EMF or potential difference is remain same, E by L1 here, di2 divided by dt here, that is L divided by I2 here. So this equation I can rewrite here. So di by dt is nothing but what? E divided by L of P. E divided by L of P, di1 divided by dt. So di1 divided by dt means E divided by L1. So this is E divided by L2 here, 1 by L1 plus of 1 by L2. So E by L of P. So 1 by L of P is equal to 1 by L1 plus of 1 by L2. So this is about a parallel combination. So now in case of that self inductance, whenever that changing current is passes into that coil, then EMF is induced. Such induced EMF I will name it as a self inductance here. So now we'll consider that mutual inductance concept. So what is that mutual inductance? So in case of that self inductance, within the coil only EMF is induced because of the changing current. But in case of that mutual inductance, so I will take the two coil here. So next we'll consider about mutual inductance. It is represented by the symbol M here. So in case of that mutual inductance, I will take the two coil here. Let me take one as a primary coil and another one as a secondary coil here. So in case of that mutual inductance, if that changing current is passes into that one coil, then EMF will get induced in the other coil. Such induced EMF I will name it as a mutual inductance. So how will you define the concept of mutual inductance here? The phenomenon of production of EMF in one coil, or the phenomenon of production of EMF in secondary coil due to the changing current in the primary coil. So in the primary coil, if you pass that changing current, then there exists a EMF in the secondary coil. Such induced EMF I will name it as a mutual inductance here. So in case of that mutual inductance, again phi is proportional to I. If I remove that proportionality sign, so proportionality constant, I will get it as a M here, M into I here. So phi is equal to what? M into I here. Again from that Faraday law, so E is equal to what? Minus of d phi by dt, or minus of d by dt of phi is nothing but what? M into I here. So E is equal to minus of M into di by dt. So this is about a mutual inductance here. So in case of that mutual inductance, for example, I will consider that, so two coils here, these two coils are placed coaxial to each other. So coaxial means along that same axis. Mutual inductance for two coaxial long solenoid. Mutual inductance inductance for two coaxial solenoid. Okay, so this meaning is, for example, let me take that one solenoid here, so that is S1 here, and another solenoid I will take it as a S2 here, and these two solenoid are coaxial to each other, so are placed in the same axis. Then what about the mathematical expression for mutual inductance? So L is equal to mu naught N1 N2 L into A. Sorry, M here, mutual inductance. M is equal to what? M is equal to mu naught N1 N2 L into A. So very small n represents, I said that, so number of turns per unit length. So N I can consider as a N by L here. So I can rewrite this in a other form. So mu naught N1 N2 L into A divided by L square. So one term will getting cancelled out here. So this is the another form, mu naught N1 N2 into A divided by L. So this is about a mutual inductance. So now I will consider that what is the relation between self inductance and mutual inductance. So let me consider that relation between L1, L2 and M here. So in order to get that relation between L1, L2 and M, so I will take the two coil here. So this coil is L1, I will name. In that first coil, I1 amount of current is flowing here. It consists that number of turns N1 here. Okay. In that second one, I2 amount of current is there. Its self inductance value is L2 and it is having that number of turns as N2 here. Now first I will take that flux through the first coil I will consider. So flux, magnetic flux through first coil. So phi is equal to what? From that self inductance, phi is equal to L into Y, number of turns. N1 into phi 1 is equal to L1 into I1 here. So or L1 is equal to what? So L1 is equal to, shall I take that N1 phi 1 divided by I1 here? So let me take this as a equation 1. So similarly, flux through the second coil I can consider here. So flux through second coil. So flux through the second coil. So phi of 2. So in that second coil number of turns are N2 here. So L2 be the self inductance and it is having that, sorry, it has current that I2 here. Then L2 is equal to, shall I take that N2 into phi of 2 divided by I of 2. Now I can consider that, so mutual inductance on M1 are, so this is first coil and this one is second coil. So M of 1 to 2 means mutual inductance on first coil due to a second coil. It means that because of that current I2 there exists a flux in the first coil, or because of that current I1 there exists a flux in the second coil. So first I will consider M of 1 to 2. So what it means here, mutual inductance of first coil due to second here. So M of 1 to 2 I will take it here. So look at here, M of 1 to 2. So like that, so I can consider that in that flux, in that first coil, flux phi 1 is there. In that first coil number of turns are N1 and in that flux first coil, in that first coil mutual inductance is phi of 1 to 2. So in that first coil you are getting flux. So this flux is responsible for that current I2 here. Because of that changing current in that second coil, there exists a changing EMF in the first coil. So that I will take it as a I2. So hope you are understanding here. Because of the current I2 only there exists a change in flux in the first coil. So M of 1 to 2 is equal to, shall I take that N1 phi1 into I2 here. So similarly I can consider that M of 2 to 1 here. So M of 2 to 1 means what? So mutual inductance of second coil due to first coil. So hope you are understanding here. So M of 2 to 1 means what? Mutual inductance of second coil due to first coil here. So that equation I can rewrite as M of 2 to 1 is equal to, so similar to this one, M of 2 to 1 is equal to what? N2 into phi of 2 divided by I1 here. So in case of that second coil, you are getting changing flux. So changing flux in the second coil is responsible for that current I1 in the first coil. So from the definition of mutual inductance, the phenomenon of production of EMF in one coil due to changing current in the other coil. So let me take this as the equation 3. So maximum flux or maximum value I can consider. So for that mutual inductance, maximum value means M of 1 to 2 into M of 2 to 1. Okay, look at here, M of 1 to 2 is nothing but what? So N1 phi 1 into I2 here, N2 phi 2 into I1 here. So now look at here, for my consideration, M of 1 to 2, it is equal to M of 2 to 1 and it is equal to M. So in general, M into M square here. Look at here, N1 phi 1 into I1. So N1 phi 1 into I1. So that is nothing but a L1 here. So I can take this one as a L1. So N2 phi 2 into I2. So that I will take it as a L2 here. So M square into L1 into L2, or M is equal to what? So M is equal to root over L1 into L2. So look at here, so we are trying to get that equation, or we are trying to get that relation between L1, L2 and M. So what's the final answer? I get it here. So M is equal to square root of L1 into L2, where M is nothing but what? Mutual inductance. So M indicates that mutual inductance, L1 and L2 are self-inductance. What is that relation between L1, L2 and M here? L1, L2 and M are nothing but, so M is equal to square root of L1 into L2 here. So this is about a relation between L1, L2 and M here. So now look at here, next. So I will consider the two coils here. These two coils having that self-inductance value L1 and L2, and these two coils are connected in series combination, and M be the mutual inductance of these coils. Then I can find out that self-inductance value. So look at here. If two coils are in series combination means L1 plus L2. So along with that of self-inductance, if mutual inductance is also present. So I will consider that two coil here. These two coil having that self-inductance L1 and L2, and it is having that mutual inductance M1 and M2, or this having that mutual inductance M of 1 to 2 and M of 2 to 1. So in this situation, what will be the effective self-inductance value I need to find out here? So look at here. So first I will consider that these two coils are in series combination. So N1 phi of 1 is equal to what? So N1 into phi of 1. So it is equal to, so look at here. So number of turns in the first coil, N1 phi of 1. So it is in a series combination. So it is in series combination means phi is equal to L into I here. So L1 into di by dt plus of L2 into di by dt here. So hope you are understanding here. So N1 into phi of 1 is equal to L1 into di by dt plus of L2 into di by dt from Faraday law. So E is equal to what? E1 plus of E2 here. So from that Faraday law, E is equal to E1 plus of E2. E1 is nothing but what? So that is L1 into di by dt here. So minus of L1 into di by dt. So mutual inductance. So mutual inductance is M of 1 to 2. Mutual inductance of first coil is M of 1 to 2 into. Which current is responsible here? Second current, d of I2 divided by dt here. Similarly, minus of, so L2 into d of I2 divided by dt minus of M of 2 to 1. So in that mutual inductance of the second coil is responsible for that current in the first coil, d of I1 divided by dt here. So let me take that. In case of series combination, current is remains same. So current is remains same means di by dt you can consider, minus negative sign if I take means L1 plus of M of 1 to plus of L2 plus of M of 2 to 1 here. So is it right? So look at here, E is equal to di by dt you can take it here. So I will tell why that. So L1 plus of M of 1 to 2 plus of L2 plus of M of 2 to 1. M of 2 to 1, it is equal to M of 1 to 2, it is equal to M. M plus M, so that is 2 times of M here. L1 plus of L2 plus 2 times of M into di by dt here. So look at here. So this equation I can compare with E is equal to minus of L into di by dt. E term is there, di by dt term is there. So wherever L is there, L is equal to, shall I take that, L1 plus of L2 plus 2 times of M. So look at here, if these two coils are connected in series combination, effective self inductance is L1 plus of L2. Along with that, of if mutual inductance value is also present, means L is equal to what? L1 plus of L2 plus 2 times of M here. Suppose if these two coils are arranged in a opposite sense here. So if these two coils are arranged in a opposite sense, then L is equal to L1 plus of L2 minus of 2 times of M. So this is about a self inductance